Football has always had legends. But every once in a lifetime, a new wave arrives that changes everything. A generation so fearless, so gifted, so ridiculously talented, that even the biggest clubs in the world start rebuilding their entire future around them. This is the story of the kids born between 2005 and 2008. The generation that's taking over football faster than anyone expected. And it starts with a boy who walks onto the pitch like he doesn't even understand the meaning of fear. At just 16, Lamine Yamal didn't just debut for Barcelona. He became their most important player. Every time he touched the ball, you felt it. The spark, the danger, the confidence of a kid who grew up watching Messi, and somehow picked up the same calmness in front of goal. Spain called him up early. Barcelona pushed him into the spotlight. And football fans, they didn't complain for a second. Because when someone is this special, you don't hide them. You unleash them. Lamine didn't wait his turn. He took it. And the crazy part, he's still a teenager. Some players grow into greatness. And then there's Arda Güler, a kid who stepped onto the pitch and instantly looked like he'd been here before. Not in another season. In another lifetime. Real Madrid signed him as a project. But Arda didn't want to wait on the bench and learn. He wanted the ball. He wanted the responsibility. He wanted the pressure. And when he finally got his chance, he didn't just shine. He glowed. Every touch felt like poetry. Every pass felt like a prediction. That left foot, it might as well be a cheat code. Madrid fans thought they were getting talent. They ended up getting a future superstar. The crazy part, Arda still hasn't reached even 40% of what he can become. And when he does, football won't be ready. PSG has had superstars for years. But for the first time, the heartbeat of the team is a teenager. Warren Zaire-Emery doesn't panic. He doesn't rush. He doesn't hide. At 19, he plays like he's seen every situation before. Stronger than players 10 years older. Smarter than players with 300 matches. And calm like the pressure doesn't exist. Most teenagers try to fit into the team. Warren runs the team. It's no longer PSG with a youngster. It's PSG built around a youngster, a team full of chaos. One teenager brought peace. United were drowning in inconsistency. Until Kobbie Mainoo walked into the midfield and said, "Relax, I've got this." He plays with a maturity that doesn't make sense for his age. He glides past pressure. He passes with purpose. He dictates the entire rhythm. Mainoo doesn't play football. He conducts it. Like an orchestra controlled by a 20-year-old maestro. United fans thought they were rebuilding. Instead, they found a foundation. Brazil always produces attackers. But Endrick, he's built differently. Every time he plays, defenders look shocked. As if his strength, speed, and confidence don't match his age. He scores with the coldness of a striker twice his age. And the scary part, he's about to leave Real Madrid on loan. Where young talents don't develop. They explode. Endrick isn't the next anyone. He's the first version of himself. And the world is not prepared. Some players follow the rules. Xavi Simons breaks them beautifully. He doesn't just dribble around players. He dances around them. He moves with freedom, confidence, and creativity you can't teach. He pops up everywhere on the pitch. Left wing. Right wing. Number 10. Midfield. Wherever he goes, he creates chaos. And the most exciting part, he's still refining his game. Still polishing his decision-making. Still learning when to slow down and when to explode. When the final version of Xavi Simons arrives, he becomes a problem for Europe. Not every talent shines loudly. Some glow quietly, and then suddenly burn bright. That's Désiré Doué. A player who plays with balance, grace, and control beyond his age. He dribbles like the ball is glued to his foot. He attacks space like a winger. He thinks like a midfielder. He's the kind of player you don't notice until he does something ridiculous. And then you realize this kid is special. PSG bought him for the future. But he's starting to look like the present. What makes them special isn't just talent. It's courage. They're not scared of the moment. They're not overwhelmed by stadiums. They're not hiding behind senior players. They step in, take responsibility, and play with fire in their eyes. This generation isn't asking for permission. They're taking over. Lamine Yamal, Arda Güler, Zaire-Emery, Mainoo, Endrick, Xavi Simons, Désiré Doué. Teenagers, shaping world football. We're not watching the future. We're watching the beginning of a new football era. One that will define the next decade. Remember their names. Because in a few years, these won't be Wonderkids. They'll be the stars running world football.